Did you just pee on the floor? You just peed on the floor. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday. Dave and I have had breakfast and we're now on the road heading out to do our shopping for the week, and also we're going to be meal prepping, and that's what this vlog is all about. I'm going to be bringing you along with me on a Sunday, showing you how I meal prep for the week ahead, how I get ready, and sharing my tips and tricks for others out there who also need to meal prep. We meal prep because with our lifestyle, working busy jobs Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 jobs, we find that we need to meal prep our breakfast, lunches, snacks, and then dinner each day I make fresh. But some weeks when they're exceptionally busy, on a Sunday I'll prepare elements of the dinners so that they're ready to go as well. So meal prepping can be as intensive as you want. It can be just preparing ingredients and having the ingredients in the fridge to grab and go, or it can be what I'm doing and actually making your meals ahead of time. So let's do it. We just got to the mall and the funniest thing happened. Dave's come to the wrong mall. He does this, he just goes on autopilot mode and we end up at the wrong mall. It's okay because this mall actually has everything we need. We're here because we need to get some more meal prep containers for me to get meal prepping later. There's these ones. 2 compartment meal prep containers. I did not expect to see that. That'd do nicely.
And it says one says 2 cups, the other says 1 cup.
Ooh. Should we get some of those? Okay, now we need mats for Charlie because we take him out all the time. This one is actually so like applicable.
Yep.
So we get that. Yes. Oh my gosh, this is honestly the best thing. If you need lunch out and about, just go to Subway, get a salad, pick all the low carb veggies. The sauce on it is blue cheese and Southwest Chipotle. And Dave went with feta cheese. Is this your first time trying one of my Subway salad creations?
No, we've done this before, I think.
Oh, have we? Oh, okay. We're old hats at it. One of the first rules of going shopping, like for groceries, is don't go grocery shopping hungry. At the best of times, we already buy so many things that like we don't actually need. So being hungry only adds to that problem. We had a quick lunch break, got lunch on the go so that we didn't arrive at the supermarket hungry, and now we are approaching the supermarket. It is almost 2 p.m. We used to, pre having Charlie, get to the supermarket really early, like what, like 8 o'clock? We were here at 8 o'clock so that we didn't have to deal with the people and the lines and all that kind of stuff, but our routine is so different nowadays, which we wouldn't change at all. It just means that we're not going to be as efficient. There's a park on the, oh, you got one. I like an end park. But anyway, before we go into the supermarket, I always make sure I have a list with me. I write down a list of all the ingredients that I need to get to keep me focused. And even with having a list, I tend to always forget like something, so hopefully I don't do that today. But I've written down all the ingredients that we need. I've got the list on my phone. I'll carry the phone around with me obviously and just check the things off as we go to make sure we have everything. Okay, we're ready?
We're ready.
We've got our shopping bags this time. In the last vlog we didn't have those, so already we're on top of things. You ready? Okay. We are done. I asked Dave how long that took us. He said 22 minutes. The secret is you get one of those scanny things. You can scan and bag as you go. Unfortunately, because we got there a bit later, it didn't have everything that I wanted, but it's okay. We've got enough. And now we're gonna head home and get into the meal prep. We're home and it's time for meal prep. So I've got you guys with me in the kitchen. Okay, let's just tear into things, right? So I like to make 2 different dishes to have for lunch each day because I personally just can't get on board with having the exact same thing Monday through Friday. So I pick 2 dishes and then I alternate those dishes. I normally do Monday through Thursday. I meal prep Monday through Thursday today, and then on Thursday I'll have something like leftovers for Friday, or I'll buy lunch on Friday, but I just sort of allow myself one day, that being Friday, to have something special, something different. Yeah, I hardly ever buy lunch, but it just gives me an option if I do. Otherwise I just bring leftovers or I make something, yeah, because it just keeps the day a little bit different. So when you get your inspiration for your meals, where you get your inspiration for your meals from is totally up to you. You can look through cookbooks, you can look on Pinterest, you can just Google. I opened up my ebook Reinventing Keto and I picked a dish that I haven't made in ages, but the dish that I picked, the reason why I picked the 2 dishes that I'm making, one is not from any of my ebooks, it's a new recipe that I've put on my Instagram page, but the reason why I picked these 2 dishes is that it's winter time in New Zealand and it's really important when you're meal prepping to find things that work with the season that you're in. So if it's summer and you've got access to lots of fresh produce, or maybe you live somewhere where year round it's not an issue to access fresh produce, cool, you're not like limited at all. But in New Zealand, the cost of fresh produce goes up a lot in winter time. So having salads isn't really something that I can afford to do year round, like having salads with cucumber and tomato and that kind of thing just becomes a bit too expensive. So in the winter time, I tend to sort of move into soups, casseroles, bakes, and then the salads that I make are winter friendly. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm picking 2 dishes that are seasonal, and the other thing that you want to make sure that you're sort of keeping in mind when you're picking what you're going to have is, what does your schedule look like for the week? What do you have access to in terms of equipment? Do you have access to a microwave? Do you have access to a fridge? All of those things are really crucial. If you don't have access to a fridge, sometimes I don't, because with my job as a lawyer I go to court, and if I have a court day I don't have access to a fridge where I can keep my lunch. So I will just put like ice packs in my bag, and like I have like a little lunch bag that fits inside my proper bag so no one knows that I have food in it other than security guards who scan my bag on my way in. But otherwise, if you don't have access to a microwave, then that's definitely going to play a role in what it is that you're meal prepping. So make sure you're meal prepping things that are actually going to work for you for the week, things that you will enjoy eating. Because if you plan on having a hot casserole but you don't have access to a microwave and you have to eat it cold, will you actually like it? And if you don't like it, then when it comes time to lunchtime, you know, you'll probably just decide to flag what you've meal prepped and buy something, which is a waste of money, number 1, and it's just wasteful too. So those are my big tips. So today I'm making one recipe from Reinventing Keto, which is my cheeseburger bake. This cheeseburger casserole is so yummy. I don't know why I haven't made it sooner. I mean, I definitely have made it. And I've started off by pre-portioning out Dave's serve of mince and my serve of mince. Because I'm meal prepping for both of us, we have different serves of individual ingredients to meet our macros. So make sure that you're eating enough as well. Meal prep enough that you're going to be full and you're going to be satisfied and you're not going to be hungry and hating the day, because that's miserable. meal prep is all done. The last time you saw me, it was a lot earlier in the day. I had a couple of friends come over and catch up with me, which is why it's taken me so long to get this done. I would say this meal prep would take me a couple of hours because the 2 dishes that I made were really easy to assemble. It was just pan frying them and then baking them in the oven so they finished, then dividing them in half and popping them in containers. So they were really easy to make and prepare. I want to talk you guys through the whole day, what I'm eating, so that you can see what it is that I've meal prepped. So here's a little look. I'll start off with breakfast. So breakfast is yogurt with some rhubarb compote and passion butter curd. In this one, I added some chia seeds. I want to see how I feel having some chia seeds. They're so high in fiber, really good for you. So anyway, I'm going to give that a go. So I have one with chia seeds, one without. I always add in a portion of some sort of cereal. At the moment, I'm having this Cocoa Crunch cereal because I made up a batch and I want to finish it. And then lunches, as I said earlier, I don't like to have the exact same thing every day. I had some frozen beans that I needed to use up, so that's why they're in this week's lunches. This is the cheeseburger bake from Reinventing Keto. I've added some pickles on top and it's honestly divine. It's so good, so yummy. And then the other meal is this cheesy chicken green bake. Green because of the spinach, and this recipe is on my Instagram page for anyone who wants to grab it. Both of them were really easy to meal prep, will store really well and keep fresh all week, well until Thursday. Thursday will be my last meal that I have. So I just have some lids to pop on these, keep them sealed in the fridge, and they'll be good to go. I also have this snack. So I've just been loving Gouda cheese recently. This is Gouda cheese and chicken breast. And then, while I remember, talking of snacks, over here, I boiled up a bunch of eggs. Like these are 12 eggs that I've hard boiled. 10 of them are for Dave and then 2 are mine. So I'm gonna take 2 eggs with me, and I just keep these in the fridge at work, so if I do get hungry, I've got like a snack that I can get. Eggs are great because they're high in protein, high in fat, keep you feeling full, keep you feeling satisfied. So perfect. Our fridge is always chocker, but Dave has found some space for the meal prep containers. They're in. So here are our lunches, breakfast, granola, and we're all ready for the week ahead. And just like that, Sunday's over. It always goes way too fast the weekend. But the only good thing is knowing that I'll wake up tomorrow on Monday with all my meal prep done. That's one less thing to be stressed about for the week ahead. I hope that you guys found the tips that I shared in this vlog to be helpful for your own meal prepping journey. I upload new videos every single week if you're new here, so if you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!